Well, good morning from Heathrow Airport. It's about 4:30 in the morning and I'm here at Terminal 5, this lovely destinations thing behind me. So we've gotten off to a bit of a rocky start. We got up at 4:10 in the morning, me and Tom, my friend Tom, who's helped us get to where we're going. And our flight at 6:45 was cancelled, but we are rebooked on a flight leaving about 2 hours later. But this isn't all bad because one, we get to travel on the day to get to where we're going, and two, we get to have a bit more time in the first lounge and the first wing. So, right, I'll catch up with you in the first wing in a moment. We need to head in and get our boarding passes. So, onwards and upwards. As it was my first time trying the first wing check-in and also visiting the first lounge properly, I was super excited. Big thank you to Tom for this one because I only got to visit because of him. Oh, here we are. I'm in the first class lounge for pretty much the first proper visit. Got myself a hearty breakfast, as you can see, and well, let's load up and get off to Paris. Overall, the first lounge is very, very nice. Very spacious, plenty to do, showers, food buffets, hot and cold, bars, including a chance to have a cheeky champagne and port. Also, the first lounge has this really cool balcony that overlooks Terminal 5A. So you get to see all the Airbuses parked up around, including the 777s and Dreamliners, in the far corner at Terminal 5B. Surprisingly, our flight had to go through the B gates, which is not common for European flights, so off we went for a quick ride on the underground monorail. Running nearly 2 hours behind schedule, we eventually did manage to leave Heathrow, and the departure that day, it was absolutely beautiful. We had stunning weather as we left London Heathrow behind for a quick hop across the channel to Paris. Short, there was no need to dive into the Speedbird Cafe. Me and Tom just made do with the basics from BA's service on their European flights. Well, after an eventful morning, we have finally made it, just gone 12 PM local time, to Paris Airport. We're just waiting on a bus to take us to Le Bourget. Tom, are you feeling alright?
Knackered. Absolutely knackered.
Yeah, we're both feeling it. Well, we're on a flixie bus between Paris Charles de Gaulle and Paris Le Bourget. Off to the Paris Airshow we go. You ready, Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're ready. Once we'd arrived in Paris and got parked up at Terminal 2B, me and Tom had a very quick dash through immigration and passport control, and then it was off to find ourselves a bus to get us to Paris Le Bourget for the air show. Luckily, they were running a free shuttle from Charles de Gaulle. And when you're in Paris, it's always a pleasure to see a Concorde.
That's that electric one.
Maybe.
It's my one, so yeah.
We finally made it to the Paris Airshow just as the flying was starting to get underway, and as we went through the security checkpoint at the airshow and got through, we started having a look around at some of the stalls at the entrance to the venue. We started off by going to this area, which was being used by the French Army to display some of their display aircraft, which are in use in the French military during 2023. And me and Tom got very lucky. We were able to go inside this LET 410 next generation turboprop. These aircraft are built in the Czech Republic. Airbus started off with the commercial airliners at the Paris Airshow by flying their A321XLR prototype, a long-range variant of the Airbus A321neo.
Et le standard suivant est déjà aussi en développement. Le Rafale F5 volera accompagné d'un drone de combat, un système qui est déjà expérimenté.
The future of short-haul and regional air travel in the Air France fleet. Air France very kindly showcased this Airbus A220-300 at the Paris Airshow. And for those who like epic modern military jets, the French Air Force provided the Dassault Mirage, and the Belgians brought in a Eurofighter Typhoon. Exciting. Now, as Tom runs his own travel agent business, we were able to get in on a trade day. We were able to see some of the aeroplanes inside, which was really cool. However, a lot of them you needed to have been invited personally. So there were some that we weren't able to get on, including the A220. FedEx provided a freighter version of the ATR-72 for the Paris Airshow. ATR also bought an Azul passenger version, which we were able to have a sneak peek inside.
Also to take someone who can talk to you about the cabin bellamy.
Yeah.
Because I'm only mechanical, from mechanical. The 600 and part is very cheap, but the flight was different. The flight coming was different. The submarine seat is here.
Boeing came in strong with one of their newest variants of the Boeing 737 family, the 737 MAX 10. Presenting the future of Boeing long-haul air travel, the Boeing 777X with its foldable wings. It always amazes me coming to air shows and seeing these big aircraft get thrown around like rag dolls. Not wanting to be outdone, the USAF even brought one of their brand new F-35 Lightnings.
Sophisticated flight controls, coupled with one of the most powerful fighter engines ever built, make it possible to reduce the F-35 speed to less than 100 knots. Coming in from your right, Major Wolf will demonstrate the F-35's.
Well, I'm not having a lot of luck talking in between acts because some of the planes are so loud and they're coming up at a moment's notice. But, oh man, having an absolute good time at the air show. We're just about to cross over and see that Qatar A350. Over here we have a USAF Poseidon. And over here, we have a JetBlue A321neo, a Boeing 787 Dreamliner. We've got the Airfront 747 from our Musée de l'Aerospace video. And look, here's a KC-46, military version of the Boeing 767. I have to admit, very impressed, very impressed. It was pretty cool getting up close to this Airbus A350-1000 owned by Qatar Airways. Unfortunately, as with a lot of the other planes, it was invite only. However, we did get to see some good views of the A400 Grizzly flying from the French Air Force. And of course, we can't leave out Embraer, who brought two of their Profit Hunter E2195s for display at the Paris Airshow, including this epic prototype. The other E2195 that came to the Paris Airshow was owned by Helevetic Airways of Switzerland, and as luck would have it, they were quite happy to let people come in and have a look around their E2195. So, me and Tom decided to take them up on it.
It's lovely in here, isn't it?
Ah.
Thank you. It's really easy to get into the seat as well, which is quite rare, I find.
Yeah, well, it's not that big, so it's
Yeah.
not. But when you are installed, then it's fine.
Yeah. I find some of them, you've got the
Oh, that's the end of a brilliant Paris Air Show. Big thanks to Travelholic Tom for helping me get in on this edition of the Paris Air Show. Tom, thank you very much.
It's alright, anytime.
So, will there be a SouthernAirs contribution to the Paris Air Show in 2025? Well, you'll have to wait and see. But before that, I've got to review the hotel we're using tonight and the flight back. So there's more to come. And quite right, wasn't I? Because as we were leaving, we got graced with a flight pass from this epic World War II B-51 Mustang. We eventually made our way back to Paris Charles de Gaulle, getting through the scrum of people all trying to get out of the Paris Airshow, and it was off to find our hotel for the night. Money was quite tight for us, and there wasn't many cheap hotels left around Paris Charles de Gaulle. However, we did manage to find one place, this Ibis Budget in Goussainville, and oh boy. So me and Tom were staying in a sketchy ass hotel, because it was all we could afford. And this is the state of the radiator. I mean, what are those? Yeah, we weren't impressed with this hotel. It definitely needed a bit more of TLC in the cleaning department. And to make matters even worse, the flush on the toilet was also not working very well that day. Oh, you get what you pay for though, I guess. The following morning, we couldn't get out of that hotel quick enough, and it was straight to Paris Charles de Gaulle Airport, and we were off to find the Extime lounge airside. This was my second time in the Extime lounge in 4 months, and I tell you what, for a contractor lounge, it has to be one of the best ones I've actually been to. Okay, it doesn't have some of the amenities that other flagship lounges have, but it ticked all the right boxes.
Small glass of champagne when you're in France. Chin chin. Oh yeah.
When flying out of Terminal 2B, you can actually access this lounge easily with status or a business class ticket with American, Finnair or British Airways.
Me and Tom are on the plane, all is good. Yeah, had a bit of a hold up at the immigration desk, but we got through, made it the 11th hour as they say. So all we have to do now is just survive the next 90 minutes on the flight over to London and Heathrow. See you later.
Considering we had such a good day for weather the previous day, me and Tom felt very, very lucky that we were flying out on such a rubbish day.
Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world and keep the sky on your mind.
Barista, review thy meal. Yet again, not worth really going for the Speedbird Cafe on such a short flight. So me and Tom kept it simple, and we made do with the freebies that BA was handing out on this 55-minute flight. despite the torrential rainfall in Paris, London was all sunshine and smiles as we came back home. It was the end of a pretty good 24 hours in Paris, and the Paris Airshow was absolutely fantastic, a must-do for any aviation enthusiast to do at least once in their life. Once we got back to Terminal 5 and we cleared passport control, it was time for me and Tom to go our separate ways again until the next trip. We'd both had an amazing time and definitely a trip that we will never forget. Right, that concludes the experience of the Paris Airshow and two lovely British Airways flights. Tom has gone off to central London to meet a member of his family. Big thank you to him for today, because I personally wouldn't have gotten into the airshow without him this particular day. So I'm currently just sat in the Globe at Heathrow enjoying an old fashioned before I have to head home to Bournemouth on the coach. So absolutely brilliant trip completely. It was nice to experience the first lounge and get to use the first wing for the first time, courtesy of Tom again, being BA Gold. I am a mere BA Silver by comparison, but yeah, it was an absolute blast of a trip, and hopefully we'll be able to produce some more amazing videos for you guys this year before the year ends. So thank you for watching, and wherever you are in the world, stay safe.